let's get into it.
Do Italians consider themselves white?
No.
No.
I'm sorry.
In current day, because everything's changing so fast now.
So I talk about this on stage and I joke about it.
Oh,
but
you do?
in reality, I just had a whole thing. I just did. Josh Wolf just sang a song. We wrote a song and he said, I never toured with an Italian before. She says she's not white. She says she's a Moor. So that's basically.
The Moors.
That's
Moors.
amore.
No.
That ain't the same thing.
No.
Ain't the same thing.
That was an A for effort.
No, it's the Moors from the Seinfeld episode. The Moops and the Moors, right?
The black Africans?
The Bubble
Yes,
Boy.
the North
Girl,
Africans.
You know what's crazy? And I'm sorry, I'm going to let you get into it.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're talking about this because I think one of my biggest pet peeves is I meet a lot of people in comedy, and every time I meet an Italian, they always like, I'm not white, I'm Italian. And I'm like, first of all, you're not. Simply like, I'm from Sicily. We're the niggas of Italy. I said, shut the fuck. Don't ever say that shit to me.
Well, I'm from Sicily, and I don't say that. But
okay, that's
what
what I heard.
will say is we hate Italians. So you already said it wrong.
You don't like Italians?
Italians. You can't say Italians.
Why not?
The pronunciation is very southern.
Yeah.
I'd say Italians, and I say Arabs.
Yeah, I know. Italians.
Okay, it's Italian.
But it's true because obviously Sicilians say that because
Hard
in the
eye.
11th century, Sicily was invaded by the Moors, which were North African. When you do my DNA, it will say I'm 15% North African. When you do like the 23andMe, so it's like that. But that's not what I'm saying. That's not why I'm saying. I'm not taking my 15%, right?
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is that like for me, like Turner, I love you, but
Yes.
you're a white guy.
Yes.
You are a white.
100%.
You're a white guy. So I'm Italian.
I don't take that as a negative.
I may no. I mean,
You
no,
mean we're
I'm
not the
kidding.
same.
Right, but
Yeah.
I'm Italian. I have to check the Caucasian box, right? They don't give me the European box or whatever European American. I don't get to check that box. I check Caucasian, but I'm not white. Like Italians are definitely not just white. I remember I was on the road with Miss Pat and we were driving and she was like, oh, wait, I forgot because like I must have had like a certain music on and I was talking a certain way and she was like, oh, I forgot you're not white, you're Italian.
You know Miss Pat.
And I was like, yes. I was like, you get it, Miss. Like, I'm Italian. And she even said, she made a distinction. She goes, oh, I forgot you're not white. That's right. You're Italian.
So at Italian Christmas, do you talk about white people? Like, oh, I was talking to this white guy and he was saying
No,
this.
I say it on stage. Like, I'm like, I have my white friend. You know, I have a white friend. You know, I have one. Here he is. And
So who's a white? A white would be someone like a WASP, like white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
like, just like, oh, yes, that's like a white
that
person.
would
Like,
be me.
right. Like, we're Italian.
Families from England.
We're ethnic. So I just feel like we think differently. We're just a different breed of people that,
Yes.
I mean, that don't fall into the, like, I'm not white. Like, you know, that's the only way I can describe it. I may be
It's
white,
like, I think
but I'm
Irish
not white.
people think the same, don't they? Or maybe they used to.
Irish are white.
Yeah.
Ooh, but they don't. I don't think they consider themselves.
Well, white people don't never want to be considered white until they need to be considered white.
I mean, trust me. When you fill out now any type of, you have to fill in the bubble of your race,
Yeah.
whatever. They'll say, "Are you can fill out white, black, whatever," and then you put white, and then they give you one last out, and they go, "Well, are you white but maybe Latino?" And then you have to put no.
But that's different.
And then
white and Latino.
that's
But
like the
Irish
doctors.
is
That's
white,
completely different.
Yeah, that's
white.
totally
Like
different.
I see Caucasian on the list. The other day, I did see on a doctor's thing it said European, and I just checked it, and I'm like, I don't
That
know.
was an option.
It was an option. I've
But
never
isn't that
seen
all?
it. I
That's all
screenshotted it.
whites. Like my family's from England. If you want to go back 400 years,
Right.
so then would I be European?
No, you're
I
pure.
mean, you're.
But that's.
You're
I
Hitler's wet
Do you know
dream.
what I mean? If European's an option, then now everybody's in.
But like when I say it on stage, I'm like,
I like it.
I have. Italian women aren't we? We're different, right?
Yeah.
Than white women, and then you get
Okay.
I get a little pushback. Like I did don't get me wrong. If I post it online, Italian people are like, I'm white. Some of them will like.
Oh, they'll buck on you. They're like, I'm definitely white.
They'll get
Because
offended.
they don't fuck with the Mullions.
But no, see, I don't use that word either.
I don't even know what that word means.
It means eggplant. It's what Italian people
right.
use for
So,
black people.
It's right. Well, Moulignan is like eggplant.
Yeah.
But it's used as
Tony
a
Soprano said it all
derogatory
the
term.
time.
Yes. So I started. So this is how I even became popular online. Because Lord knows I had no social
You're
media
extremely
presence.
popular online.
But I became popular because one day I got sentimental about being an Italian from the Bronx and words and phrases that I heard growing up in my New York Italian neighborhood. So I grabbed my phone. I went like this. I started saying the words. I posted it. my husband came home. I go, was that video I posted stupid? He goes, yeah. I go, shit, let me take it down. I went to go take it down. It had like 300,000 views. People started coming to my shows just because I said the words.
So that's the difference.
No.
Oh, what? People started coming and I got real racist. No. They were like, that's my type of lady.
But people did write that under the comments and I always ignored it. Because they were like, say it. And I'm like, no, because I was never my terminology.
Shows up.
Gigante's daughter.
But here's my thing. See how we're making
Crazy
fun
Joe
of it?
Gallo.
I feel like Italians are the only ones you can make fun of to this day, and we're still good sports about it. Like, you can't say, like, I had a booker say to me, like, oh, I'll call you when I'm doing an Italian night. Put any other race in his mouth, and nobody's getting away with it.
You're like, dude, we have a really good urban night you should go to.
Yeah?
I'm like, just call me.
Chocolate Sundays.
Yeah. Oh, we got comedy tonight.
I'm like, Italian comedy? What are you talking about?
Yeah, they hit you with the urban because they think it's politically correct. I'm like, that's even worse.
Right, or you actually insulted me more.
Yeah, it's actually worse. I'm actually
offended
from
that
South
you try
Carolina.
to be proper about it.
I'm from South Carolina. There's nothing urban about me, sir.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no.
Urban. You're from the suburbs.
Yeah.
Still not urban. It's
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's rural. Rural suburbia.
Like Center City.
But he's like, we got a really good urban night you should check out. I'm like, why don't I just start rapping?
Right.
I think
drop these beats here. Okay.
I think that's the answer though, because I don't think I could get it, like, look into my phone and be like, here's some British American words or whatever. You know what I mean? If we're trying to figure out who's white and who's not, I think the white guy is the person who, there is no subset.
Right.
There's no like subculture.
No.
Of just white guy.
Well,
like,
white doesn't really have a culture. Y'all just steal everybody else's culture and make it your own.
Oh.
I disagree.
Too soon? What is white culture that y'all
We
didn't
already
take?
said it's not washing towels that often.
So all the negative shit is white culture. I mean, like, what are cool things that white people have that they created on your own? And I don't know.
On our own? I didn't know we have to go on our own.
Exactly. You
I was
take
gonna
it from
say
other
Elvis.
cool shit.
I was gonna say Eminem.
Elvis stole from us.
No, that's all original. Jesus Christ. Who
Jesus
else?
Christ! Everybody know Jesus is black.
Yeah,
Turner.
come on.
Come on now. They don't make no light skinned niggas over there.
Who else? No, I can't think of other white
Exactly,
people.
but it's all right. I just wanted to know.
Like for Thanksgiving this year, I was like, we're gonna do white Thanksgiving. Meaning I was gonna make no pasta.
So it's a lot of casseroles.
No, just turkey and sides and things like that. I'm like, I'm not doing ravioli. I'm not doing,
Yes.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was literally just telling Turner about my white Thanksgiving experience this
You
year.
had a white Thanksgiving?
Well, my baby mom was white, so I went up to see her family and see
She
my daughter.
Italian?
No, obviously not.
They're Norwegian, so it's premium white.
So, yeah, you got it.
And when I tell you it was so many casseroles, it was so many casseroles. And I actually asked Turner about this. I don't want to jump the gun and go.
No, go ahead.
So, because we have a question about this, somebody actually asked about it, which was like, oh my God, I got it. White people, this casserole shit has gotten out of control. Like Italian people can cook.
Right.
They cook. I mean, I'll tell you, I'll go to an Italian person's house any day of the week because I'm telling you, they don't know small meals.
Right.
It's always a 3-course. We got motherfucking calamari, motherfucking pasta, bruschetta. Like, it's like, dog,
There's always a grandma that's just stirring a pot.
Oh, making handmade
That's
fucking
Nonna.
What's
Nonna.
that?
Nonna,
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's there just for eternity. You come
Yeah.
in any time of day, right? And there's a grandma. Like, what is it? Is it Casino where they show up at like 6 a.m.?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
After
I
they
just
go,
wanted
yeah. That's Martin Scorsese. Fun fact, that's Martin Scorsese's
Real
mom.
grandma.
Is it?
Oh, real
His
mom.
mother, and that was not scripted.
Yeah, she really.
She just happened to be there?
No, he put her in and
Okay.
just said, do what you would do, Mom, when you're talking to us.
Yeah.
And that's all those things she said. Oh, why can't you find a nice girl? And
Yeah,
this and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You want some
That
food?
was-
I'm gonna cook
yeah,
some food.
Right.
And she's very pushy with the food. She
Yeah.
wants everyone to eat.
That's how we really are.
Every
Whereas
Italian house I've been to,
that's
there's.
not. I've never had a white person push food on me.
Oh, they do. It's normally like quinoa and like crackers. It's always some bullshit. And they're like, we have this new bird seed you can try. But
Well,
like,
I can. So the casserole thing. Let's just get into it now.
Let's do it.
You were saying that you went to your first. Was it your first white Thanksgiving?
first thoroughly white Thanksgiving.
Thoroughly
I've been to
white
Thanksgiving
through and through.
Through and through.
Yeah, and there was too many casseroles.
It was a lot of casseroles. And I was
What
like,
did you bring? Did you bring something that?
I don't need to bring. I brought the daughter. All right.
Okay.
I brought I brought them their grandchild. That's what I brought. So, but I think I was asking her. I said, "What is it?" I was like, because a lot of these dishes could stand alone. Like green bean don't need a casserole. You
Right.
just have green beans.
Right.
But I feel like white people don't know how to fucking cook, so they got a casserole because they can hide the bullshit within all. Because it's gonna be whatever. It's gonna be a can of cream of mushroom soup spluttered on anything, and they're like, "This is the casserole."
That's 100% true.
Yeah, you don't have to cook
So
shit.
my wife's Chinese, so it's Chinese food all the time. And she was saying, we were just at Thanksgiving, and she was saying that with Chinese food, you can look at it, you know what it is. You go, that's a duck. That's a chicken. It looks like a duck. It looks like a chicken. Even if it's brain, even if it's pig brain, it looks like a pig brain. Casserole, it's just everything mixed in. But I think you got the answer right. The question is, why do white people eat so many casseroles? I think it's because it's the easiest thing.
And if we fuck it up.
It's a whatever's left, you mix it together. But doesn't every culture have a whatever's left, you mix it together type thing?
Yeah, we call it like a mishkalans, or we have like terms for it.
What's
Say
that?
it again.
Like a mishkalans, like you put everything together.
Because when
we say jamboth, like you put everything in the.
But they can actually cook. So whatever it is
Well, I
they're
was gonna
putting
say,
together.
when we put whatever, it means whatever's in the cans.
Yeah.
Right, no, we're
and
putting
just
like
dump,
mixed
dump,
meals.
dump,
Like I'm like,
and then
I
mix.
got you a little bit of this. No, we
then
don't
they
do that.
microwave
It's real
it.
food.
It's like homemade food that we made that we like could blend together that can go well together.
Yes.
Like if I'm making eggs the next morning, I'll take some of the sausage and the peppers and the other things
So
that
you're
I was
starting with
making.
better ingredients.
and,
Automatically.
it's-
Everything's fresh.
Everything's, we're
like that.
you can't take our food from us.
No.
And I think that's what makes us very well. First of all, we're loud. We're very passionate. We're very opinionated. We're very much about food, family. So it's like my big fat Greek wedding. How it related to it. I'm not Greek, but I definitely related to that side of the family more than the intimate dinner with the bunk cake. Like my mother wouldn't know what a bunk cake is. Like it's just not in our culture.
Which is why I never understood when certain Italian people didn't fuck with black people, called them the Mulians. I'm like, we are so I didn't even know about the Moor shit, but y'all can cook your ass off. You beat your kids.
Well, when I started doing like My Italian Mom, I did a series called My Italian Mom, where the majority of the people that related to me the most were black.
Yeah.
And they were like, I love this but it was very New York. I did my New York Italian mom.
Yes.
So what I think too with Italians is, especially if they're from New York, it was definitely more of an urban growing up that
You
we
can do the
had.
urban nights. Phil,
I
recommend her
I
next
do.
time
I
you
used to
ask
do
me.
the
I'm
urban
gonna say-
nights. Are you kidding? I was like the acceptable white girl on them because I really wasn't, because I was Italian.
I know
and
it.
from the Bronx, I had street cred.
Yeah.
I know an Italian lady from the Bronx, Adrian Appalucci's mama.
That's one of my.
She is a beast and destroy every black room I've ever done with her.
Yes, I did shows with Debbie Baza.
Yeah,
Yes.
Debbie Baza destroys black
Yes.
rooms. And she is Adrian Appalucci's mom. I didn't know that till years later.
Yeah.
And I was like, this white lady killed. She's like, yeah, that's my fucking mom.
Adrian Lappalucci's mom is a
Debbie
comedian?
Baza.
Yes,
Debbie
Debbie
Baza, the
Baza.
comedian.
No way.
Yes.
Yes.
And Debbie
I did
does
so
all
many
black
shows
rooms.
with. It was me and Debbie were like the white girls on the show, but not really, because she was Italian from the Bronx and I was Italian from the Bronx, so we were acceptable.
Black people
at that.
love Debbie Baza, bro. Yeah, trust me. I was gonna say that's why I was so like, wow.
Yeah.
It makes
so
sense.
So for that, it's like. So when I do New York Italian things, it's majority of my audience is like black for that.
Amazing.
Because it's so similar to their moms.
You've got a question, but you're scared to ask. Just drop the boys a message, cause they're up to the task. They're rolling the dice, they